Let's get straight to it. 2011 Toyota Camry. This is the 2.5 liter engine. Today I'll be changing the fuel vapor leak detection pump, and this is what your part should look like. All right, let's start by getting this negative battery terminal disconnected. All right, I have the vehicle in the air and the jack stand in place, but don't be like me. Make sure you put it on the driver's side, not the passenger side. So once you're underneath the vehicle, so we can see this is our back rear tire here, and right next to that is where our part is located, right underneath, right by the trunk space here. This is where the spare tire is located, and the part is right there. So you see, this is a new part here for reference, and you can see that's how it's setting up there. So right here is where that 10 millimeter is there, and there's another one on the opposite side you can see on the new part, and then there is one on the back side there. So basically there's 3 10 millimeters to be removed from the new part. So the one here, the one on the opposite side, and the one right here on the back side. So you can see these two here very clearly, but the one on the opposite side is going to be harder to get to. But you can be able to reach through there with an extension from back here and a ratchet and a 10 millimeter socket going down here, and you should be able to reach for that third one that's on that side from back here. So the harness on the back of here needs to be removed. Just press this tab on the side and you should be able to pull this. You can hear it click there, and then we can just pull that harness off just like that and get that out the way. All right, so the trick to getting this vacuum hose piece right here off is you want to, these two edges here, you want to grip these edges and squeeze, and by doing that, that will make, in turn, make those point straight up and outwards like that, past that lip you can see over here, and then you can use your other hand and go ahead and pull that off slowly. But you have to squeeze first and then pull, and it also helps to twist as you're pulling, and that's how you get that off. If you're having a hard time doing it that way, get a real small flathead, and you'll be able to lift it off of that lip on your own. And if you do one side at a time while pulling this off with your other hand, then you'll be able to get that free that way as well. So if you look at the new part right here, there's a little vacuum line here with a small hose on the back side of here. So all we have to do is give this a little twist left and right to loosen, and then we can pull that hose right off of there. All right, so now it's time to get the bolts off, because that's the only thing holding this on here. So my strategy is to get the back bolt off first while everything is being held steady. Otherwise, it's going to be flopping around. So this is my setup here. I have an extension going down to the bolt. Like I said, the bolt is on the opposite side of this one, right on the back side there. Let me reference the part one more time so you can see this is the bolt that we're looking at here, and the other one is right on the opposite side over there. So I have an extension and a 10 millimeter going down to that, and I have my ratchet here. So now I'm able to turn this off and get this bolt out on that back side. And then these last two bolts here, this one and this one, are going to be real easy. So let's just go ahead and get all these bolts out now. Okay, so I got these last two bolts off now. So nothing is technically holding this in except the O-ring that's right down on that part there. So all we have to do is rock it back and forth a couple of times to get that O-ring to disengage, and we can pull this part out. All right, so we're gonna get this off now. So move everything clear out the way, and let's rock left and right to get that O-ring free. And just like that, we have the part out. So this is the old part here. You can see it looks just like the new part. So let's just take a look in here and make sure that everything is clean and neat. All right, so we're good to go. I don't think I have to do any cleaning in here, any strenuous cleaning in here. Just a nice little wipe should do it. If you want to, you can lube that O-ring slightly with a little bit of oil, and that should make it go in easier for you. I'm gonna try my luck right now. If it doesn't go in, then I'll go grab some oil. Just turn left and right while pushing in, just like that, and we are in there. Just left and right turns while getting this in is how you want to do it. So we're in there now. So I didn't need to use any lube, but like I said, if you want to, feel free to go ahead and do that way. All right, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put these first 2 screws in just to hold it in place. I'm not really concerned with getting them tightened down yet. So I have these 2 bolts in loosely. So the trick to getting that back bolt for me is I put a little paper in the socket. That way this bolt can stay in no matter what. And now I can feed this in through the back and get this bolt started. All right, so that back bolt, I just went ahead and tightened it all the way down. So now, let's see. So that's tightened all the way down now. So now we just have to worry about tightening down these 2 right here. So let's go ahead and get that done. All right, so let's pop this tube back on here until you hear it click in. Just like that. And then, of course, the harness. You hear that clicks in. All right, and the last piece is this vacuum tube on this back side. Let's not forget to put that on there. So let's get that all the way snug. All right, so just to do a double check, we have this piece, of course, is down in there, nice and firm. We have our vacuum line here. We have our harness back on. We have our small vacuum line, and all of our bolts are tightened down. So everything checks off. All right, well, that's it, guys. That is how you change your leak detection pump on this vehicle.